Hi Trader, Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is Wednesday, so I want to say happy Wednesday, happy hump day. 2 more days and the weekend is upon you. Keep pressing along. You are almost there. So before we jump into today's agenda, I have a few things to announce. One, I will be heading on vacation next week for a few days. Nothing extremely lengthy. I'm heading up to Canada, so if anyone is in Canada and want to link up or meet up for about an hour, that might be all that I can afford to give, because again, I am on vacation. But if you want to meet up for drinks, definitely in the comments section, let me know what part of Florida you are in, and then send me a quick email. Maybe we can organize something. So that's one. Two, because I'm on vacation, this is not a business vacation, this is an actual vacation. The times in which, I was actually debating whether or not I should actually pause on the daily videos. It's so strange actually now that I think about it, because last year around the same time I was on vacation. I was vacationing in Europe and the markets tanked. I distinctly remember emailing my members and doing videos through the entire market collapse, which is right here around this time about a year ago. So it's very strange that fast forward to about a year later and the market is doing similar things. Anyway, so I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna put a pause on the videos until I return, or if I'm going to do them. If I do decide to do them, understand that they might come in varying times. I'll get to them when I am available, okay? So that's out the way. We're back with the Trading View interface. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and forth between Webull and Trading View. What else do I have to say? I think that's it. So before we jump into a recap of the overall markets, I always like to welcome everyone, because again, I know you could be doing a lot of things right now, but you decided, you know what, right now, again, you decided right now I'm going to spend some time with Tina, and I think that is incredibly awesome. So if this is your first time tuning into a ShortMeTina video, I'd like to say welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Do us a solid. Hit that like button in the comment section. Say hello. I generally say hi back if you're returning. Welcome back. Do me a favor. Do me a solid. Smash that like button. Also in the comments section, let me know what you think about my analysis. Anyway, so right now what's on your screen is the SPY S&P 500 daily chart dating back to 2017. So where we were once above breakout levels of 293 to 295, that's what I considered my pivot. Right now, we are actually below. We sold off yesterday, sold off even some more today. We actually broke that support line, which was once resistance. So again, we're back into that channel we've been in since 2017. And so for those that are not familiar, that channel is, the lower end is around 260. So essentially when the market gets there, buyers generally come in, that usually serves as a floor, and the price usually shoots up. So conversely, resistance, we can call that a wall. Once the market reaches that point, sellers step in and drive the price of the security down, like we saw here, right now we find ourselves, again, back within that channel that we've been cycling in for the last 2 years. Closed at 288.16. Yes, I am still short. And, when the market was doing this, right, achieving all-time highs, I'm pretty sure, and believing me, I've been very vocal on my short position, right? And I'm sure a lot of folks are probably asking themselves, well, why is she still short if the market is making all-time highs? Well, that's the beauty of having a trading plan and not really veering from that plan if you don't have a reason to. So, side note, but before I actually got into that short position, I had my metrics I already had my metrics laid out. I said to myself, well, this is where I'm going to take profits if I'm profitable, and this is where I'm going to let go of my short, because at that point, if the market ever gets to this level, I would say to myself that I might be wrong on my short position. And so remember when I said, or when I always say, do not concern yourself too much with the gyrations of the market. If you do, you'll go crazy. If you have some sort of basic understanding of technical analysis, or if you have some sort of system, it doesn't have to be complex, any system in which you approach the market, right? You need to have a blueprint. We've talked about this before. If you have any sort of system in which you approach the market, then you need to, one, write that system down. That system should serve as sort of like your blueprint in terms of what you do, and then you follow that system overall to the T. Now, there are situations where you're going to break that system, but for all intents and purposes, we don't want to talk about that right now, because I think that that should happen later on in your career when you become more of a sophisticated trader. But if you're still trying to find your footing, then I think it's really good to develop great and good habits. All right. So anyway, so I'm pretty back to the script at hand. So I'm pretty sure a lot of folks are wondering, hey, why is she not letting go of this short position? Well, because, I had my plan, and my plan dictated that I hold my short position. Anyway, sitting here at 288.16, my short position remains in profit. We're up nicely. So I want to ask a question. I'll pose it to you, right? Mainly for those that have been listening for a while. What would you do at this point in regards to the SPY, right? Are you buying this pullback here at 288.16, or are you shorting it, or are you doing nothing at all? Let me know, comment in the comment section. What else? All right, IWM daily chart dating back to 2017. You see a quote here of 147.24. We're off about 0.76%. Also similar to the SPY, the IWM actually pulled back today. This line here, and I believe this is the video that I did on Thursday or Friday, I thought, right, I really thought that the market was going to get a bounce here at that 150 support level. That did not happen. We went crashing down. And I said, if we break 150, chances are we're going to go back to that, once again, support level, that floor that has held for about 2 years, and that floor is 144. You can see in this little cluster of trading, we basically was saved by that support level numerous times. And again, that level is 144 to, we can say 143 to 145. Let's give it a range. Going back to June of 2019, got quite close. We got the bounce here several times. Just look at the chart and you'll see where we've gotten that bounce. Now today the market drifted as low as, what was today's low? We went as low as 145.86, sort of coming quite close within that range, and then we bounced to close at 147.24. Similar question that I posed with the SPY, I'm going to pose with the IWM. What would you do at this point? Because this is what the market is about, right? The market is about, okay, so I see things unfolding. How am I going to position myself? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to jump into the IWM. You may not even want to trade this, but just you know, give it a go ahead. Let me know in the comment section, what would you do with the IWM? How would you trade this? How would you play this? Because this is exactly what being a trader is about. It's about really making these plays and these trades as the market unfolds, right? So comment in the comment section. What else? All right, and then we have AMTD, TD Ameritrade. So I want to make note, I did a video yesterday, and I mentioned 4 online broker houses because, again, Charles Schwab yesterday decided that it was going to now offer 0 commission, like a lot of other brokers, in particular Robinhood, Webull, etc. What I didn't know at the time when I was filming the video was that TD Ameritrade also, thank you, because I do have an account with them, but it's a longer term account. But anyway, they also decided to now offer $0 in terms of commission. And so even despite that, stock was still off about 3%. So for me, I think these stocks, I wouldn't try to catch a bounce here, right? I think that from a technical perspective, a lot of them are fundamentally broken. They are. And I would want to see, right? I would want to wait. Again, you don't have to play everything. I would actually want to wait to see how things play out. I probably would wait for maybe what they report in earnings, maybe for the or pay attention to the next two earnings reports. I think I'd probably wait on that to see whether or not this is truly a buying opportunity. Because I think, in particular, with TD Ameritrade, remember, I believe that they make about 20% of their revenue on commissions, and for the fact that they're actually now charging $0, I'm pretty sure they're going to take a pretty big hit. Now, I would be waiting for earnings, and yes, I am a technical trader, but sometimes you got to pay attention to the fundamentals. I'd want to know how they are going to make up for that. Anyway, from a technical perspective, because that's why you perhaps watch these videos, we sold out. You see that gap down there. This is on news that Charles Schwab will now be offering $0 commission. You saw the gap down, and the selling continued into today, off about 3%. Again, I see a quote here of 33.54. For me, based on the chart, the next time you can potentially get a bounce is around that $30 level. Let's see if that happens and unfolds. What else? All right, and look what's happening to my darling, my beloved Snap. My beloved Snap, yes, I'm still long. I have no reason not to be. Anyway, daily chart off about north of 5% on the day, and I think that has a lot to do with the overall markets. Remember what I always say, overall markets first, individual stocks second. The fact that the broader market is selling off, chances are your individual stocks will take a hit as well. So no surprise here that Snap is pulling back. I'm actually surprised it's pulled back so much from its recent peak of around, what was that, $18.17. I don't know the math on that. If you do me a favor in the comment section, drop that percentage below. But it has pulled back a little bit, but nonetheless, it remains above its breakout base here. So for me, being long, I am fine with my core position and my recent position that I just added. Still bullish on Snap. I still see this as I still see this as a $20 stock. So sitting here, I think you're being presented with a decent buying opportunity. But nonetheless, I'm not a financial advisor, so it is your choice whether or not you choose to buy here. Keep Snap on your radar. What else? All right, and then we have Disney daily chart off about 0.32% on the day. I see a quote here of 129.14 like I believe I did a video on Disney on Friday. Set, in my opinion, head and shoulder top, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline, a break of that 130 neckline, and you'll see a sell-off. The neckline broke. Granted, we closed at 129.14, but the low of today clocked it at 127.57. We got that bounce. Now, I'm pretty sure it's going to backtest that neckline of around 130. Whether or not it holds, that's the question to be asked. If it does not hold, there's this huge gap. You can see it here. There's no real resistance. There's this huge gap right here of around $117.86 that needs to be filled. You're asking me if I'm still long, and comment in the comment section and you tell me whether or not I'm still long. What else? And then there's VHC, daily chart dating back to February of 2019. Huge congrats to the bull. Stock is up about 23% on the day. I see a close here of $6.42 with confirming volume. Always want to pay attention to volume. That tells you whether or not new buyers or sellers are stepping in. And that's essentially what drives the price of a security either up or down. Anyway, we can see we ran smack dead into resistance, 645, and we pulled back to close at 642. Heading into tomorrow, this stock actually has the potential to trend higher, but first I think it needs to get above that resistance level. We can see it right here of around 645 and hold. If it can do that, you can probably see a bit more of a gain. If you can't do that, look out below. What else? And then we have ticker YUMA 310 to Yuma, daily chart dating back to November of 2018. So about a year's worth of data. Huge congrats to the bulls in this crazy market. They were still able to put up about north of 20% on this stock. You can see here, closed at 344. High of the day was 374. So we're not too far off of today's high. Now, for me, is this... So you're asking yourself, perhaps, should you stay in, get out? What's the deal with ticker YUMA? And for me personally, these are not the type of stocks that I like. For me, just based on this, you can see here, volume barely, their volume... And then we have ticker YUMA310 to Yuma, daily chart dating back to 2018. So about a year's worth of trading data. And so despite what was going on in the markets today, this particular stock or security still managed to put up about 20% on the day. So huge congrats to the bulls. Closed at 344. The high of the day clocked in at 374. Am I convinced with this move? Absolutely not. You look at volume, the increase came on below average volume. That's a cautionary sign for me. I'm not quite sure what the stock is going to do tomorrow, but I would say overall, this is heading back to fill that gap here of around $1.96. Or if you're long, looking to go long, be cautious. What else? And a little bit of follow-up on ticker NUKD daily chart. Also up about 10% on the day. The chart goes back to 2019, the beginning of the year, but I want to focus in on price action the last 2 or 3 trading days. Yesterday, I believe we were up about 50% on average volume. Today, we're still up about north of 12%. However, on above average volume, but you can see here it seems as though selling dominated. We closed at around 5 cents, essentially where we closed at yesterday. The high of today came quite shy of 7 cents, and like I indicated yesterday, there was this gap here at around 7 cents to be filled. We didn't quite get there, but we got close enough and we pulled back. So for me, based on the candle, based on volume, based on the close, if you were long, be cautious. I see the stock pulling back tomorrow, if not tomorrow, at some point this week. So be cautious. What else? And let us wrap it up and round it out with ticker SVRA daily chart dating back to December of 2018. But I just really want to focus in on price action here. The stock is off north of 60%. It's up a little bit in after hours, about 3.88%. I see a quote of 107. This hurts, right? I'm not in this trade, but if you're long, I know that this hurts a lot. I remember those days when I first started out as a trader. These sorts of moves were just a pit of your stomach. Oh my God, why me? So I understand that this move perhaps hurts. But again, this is why you really don't dip and dabble in these types of stocks, because they never serve you. They never do you any good. Anyway, enough with the preaching. I see a quote here of 103. Again, we're up about 107 in after hours. Huge gap down, lost 60% on the day, confirming volume. The low of the day clocks in at 101. So heading into tomorrow, you want to pay attention to how the stock opens up. If it opens up above where it's at now in after hours 107, that might be a relatively decent sign that you might get a little bit of a bounce. But make no mistakes, in my opinion, this stock has more to lose. Any stock that is off 60% in the day, any stock that is trading at all-time lows, is a stock or a chart that is fundamentally broken. So if you're looking to get long, unless you really know how to play bounces, I would be extremely cautious. If you are long, I would say, don't want to tell anyone what to do with a trade, but if you're long, I'd say, I don't know, best of luck. Good luck. So we're going to cut it and we're going to cap it there. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 1, 2, 3 things for me. 3, that's all I'm asking. 3, it's a lot, but hey, you can do it for me. 1, comment in the comment section. What did you think about my analysis? Do you agree, disagree? Again, comment, let me know. Thumbs up if you liked my analysis. 2, I do videos daily, so if you don't want to miss any, make sure you are subscribed at our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. Remember, I'm going to Canada next week, so my videos will be uploaded at varying times. If you want to be notified right away, make sure you are subscribed. And lastly, my friend, I've been trading for well over 15, yes, long time. 15, closer to 20 years. If you think you can learn anything from me, definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. I will talk to you tomorrow. When we're together, it's like hot coals in a fire. Baby, my body's burning, so come on, heat my desire. Come on. 2 hearts that beat as one. 2 hearts. I need you. 2 hearts. 2 hearts that beat as one.